Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Are you sick of looking at Netflix and you don't know what to watch?
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Trettler.
This is The Best Pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Hit it.
Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserve's got nothing to do with it. No sequel for you.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
Hey, and I'm Don Trettler. Welcome to the show. And this week we're going to talk about A Man Called Otto, because we went to go see that this weekend. And we're also going to talk about the Golden Globes and nominations for
The Screen Actors
Screen
Guild.
Actors Guild.
Also, I did want to talk about your shirt. What happened Saturday night? One of the biggest comebacks in playoff history.
Yeah.
Was it the 27-0 with like about 2.5 minutes left in the first half?
Yeah, right.
And I mean, it was like, I even told you after the game, I was just trying to be nice. I didn't think there was any chance they were going to come back. And somehow the last play of the game, Jacksonville kicked the field goal, won 31-30.
Amazing.
Tale of two halves. I mean, Trevor Lawrence looked like crap. Absolute garbage. I mean, in the
Four interceptions. People.
First quarter, what was it? 3 of 12 with 3 interceptions in the first quarter. You know, and he was 4 of 16 for like 32 yards and 4 interceptions. And the last drive, he finally got going in the first half. And they just looked like a completely different team in the second half. And so they won. They're moving on. Unfortunately, they have to go to Kansas City, which is not an easy place to play.
Right.
They'll be probably a pretty heavy underdog. But, hey, first time they won a playoff game since, what, 2017?
Right.
So, I mean, that's...
So it's exciting. It's very exciting.
And like I said, I didn't expect them to be this good so early. I thought it'd still be another few more years. But, you know, Trevor Lawrence is turning into be one of the elite quarterbacks in the league. And Doug Peterson is a Super Bowl winning coach. You know, he's got a good history. So, you know, good luck. I mean, it's gonna be a battle. It's the early game on Saturday.
Oh, doesn't that suck?
I think they got the 4:30 game on Saturday.
Oh, that means I'm going to have to race.
'Cause
I'm going to be in Florida for the game, not actually in Jacksonville. I'll be driving right by Jacksonville on Saturday.
So
maybe I should stop, have dinner there or something.
Maybe.
Or
that would be kind of fun.
Have lunch.
Yeah. You know, wear your Fournette jersey. Maybe you can get a new Fournette, Jacksonville jersey while you're down there. Maybe you can get a Trevor Lawrence jersey.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be kind of cool. Oh,
just got dinged.
I think we got some juice here. I don't know what's happening, but...
So that's exciting. And the Buccaneers play Cowboys tonight. So,
and
hey, maybe they could... If there's some kind of a miracle, they could be playing Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
That would be crazy. Who would you root for?
I don't know. That would be. Maybe I would go for the underdog. I don't know. They're both kind of. This is the first time that Tom Brady has had a losing record. Do you realize that? In his whole career.
I did hear that. You know, that's.
And they still made the playoffs.
That to me, that's a faulty thing the NFL has always done. I feel like just now 7 teams, but the top 7 best records in each conference. I think that's how they should do it because there are teams that were better than the Bucs that didn't make the playoffs. So
like who didn't make it?
At the top of my head, well, I don't know if I would say better. They ended up with a better record, but I would say Detroit's better than Tampa Bay. Detroit's been rolling lately. You know, I mean, and they went into Green Bay when all Green Bay had to do was win, and they make the playoffs. And Detroit went into Green Bay and beat Green Bay.
Washington was decent.
Washington wasn't bad. Towards the end, though, they just didn't really know.
Packers.
Quarterback. No, the Packers were garbage.
You were getting kind of high on the Packers toward the end.
I know, but I mean, when you have a chance, the thing is, I wasn't really high on them. I was just, they're dangerous. If they get in, they're dangerous because they've done it before. But I mean, when you have a chance at home against a team like Detroit, all you have to do is win at home and you make the playoffs, and they lost. You know, it's like, I don't know. I guess I was just wrong. I thought they would be Detroit, and then obviously I thought they would be a dangerous team, but obviously not because they choked at home.
Well, the Dolphins were dangerous. They made the Bills break a sweat yesterday.
Man, that rookie, is he a rookie quarterback?
I think he is third string.
But a lot of people have given him a lot of high praise online and stuff and on Facebook and everything. So, I mean, yeah, 34 to 31, that's a pretty good game. I didn't get to see it, but, you know, obviously I think Saturday night's game was the game of the week, you know. But they're still tonight, so who knows? But, so what did you think about A Man Called Otto?
I thought it was pretty decent.
I did too.
Good movie. I think it was kind of a, I don't know, would you say like a formula? Like you knew it was at a certain point that they were going to be kind of a tearjerker. It was going to kind of hit us in the heart.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But they did a good job with it. I mean, I thought they did a pretty nice job. Kind of hit all the markers on the way there, and it didn't feel incredibly corny. It felt pretty nice. I mean, my only beef with the movie was I felt like their flashbacks weren't organized in a good.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me last night. I don't know. I guess I didn't really think too much into it. But I did like the flashbacks, but yeah, I guess they weren't exactly like chronological order. I guess is that kind of what you were thinking? Yeah.
Hey, you know what I read though? This is pretty wild. The guy that played the younger Otto was Tom Hanks' son.
Well, I saw someone's name when they were doing the introduction or the beginning credits. Someone's last name was Hanks, and I was like, I know Colin Hanks is his son. Yeah. I didn't know he had another son that was an actor. Is he actually an actor, or was this just like his?
I don't know. I didn't really get to see if he had done anything else before.
Well,
he didn't look familiar
today.
No wonder he looked so much like Tom Hanks.
No, but it was a really good movie, and something else that we had talked about last night is they were all unknowns other than Tom Hanks.
Right.
Like I didn't recognize anyone from anything I'd ever seen before, but I thought it was really well cast, and he plays a really good grumpy old man. It wasn't, the one thing I'll say is it wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
I thought he was going to be like more insulting and but in a funny way, you know, like just a cranky grumpy old man. But it was really like complete drama. I mean, there were a couple times when everybody did laugh out loud pretty loud because he's just a jerk. But I mean, it's one of the best performances I think Tom Hanks has had in a long time. And 7.5 on IMDb, that's pretty well. It did make $12.6 million at the box office, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
It finished third behind Avatar was first again at 31, and then Puss in Boots I think was like 18.
Oh, was it opening weekend for Puss in Boots too?
No, it's just it's a kids movie, you know, so they always make money.
Right.
But it's total accumulation or whatever it's called. Right now it's 18.2 million because it opened in smaller and then expanded the next week and then it opened nationally on Friday. So it's off to a pretty good start, you know.
And then it'll have word of mouth. So, you know, we're giving it word of mouth now, saying it's a decent movie to see.
Yeah.
You think they'll bring it to Bellows Falls?
No.
You think there'll be enough other stuff opening to...
Well, I asked one of the guys that works at BF. He hadn't even heard of it.
Oh.
So... Probably not then. Maybe, who knows? I mean, it would be down the road, obviously. It wouldn't be anytime soon.
Right.
Because I was actually told that Bellows Falls was supposed to have Puss in Boots this past weekend, and it wasn't. It's I Want to Dance with Somebody. Is that what it's actually called? The Whitney Houston movie? Which does get a 6.9. You heard that it got bad reviews, but 6.9 is not bad. I mean, that's definitely worth seeing. But yeah, no, I definitely... I think it met my expectations, maybe even... surpassed my expectations a little bit because it was a really good movie. A little longer than I thought because I mean it started 6:45 and it was like a little after 9 when we left the theater. So I looked at my watch and I was like, it didn't seem like it was that long. It went by pretty fast, especially for a drama because dramas generally can drag. But no, it was good. I would definitely recommend anyone that likes movies. I would go see it. You know, it's Tom Hanks at his finest, really. You know.
Now, did he get nominated for a Golden Globe?
He didn't get nominated for a Golden Globe or a Screen Actors Guild.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was surprised at the Screen Actors Guild because he generally gets nominated for that a lot. But speaking of the Golden Globes, they were last Tuesday. I don't know why they did it on Tuesday. It was their first year back. They had a 1-year hiatus, whatever you want to call it, because of certain things that people weren't happy with the Hollywood foreign press over, and so they changed some stuff. I admit, I watched the ceremony. It was terrible.
Really?
Yeah, the guy that hosted it he wasn't funny. And it's just, they're just trying to do everything politically correct because they've been accused of racism and sexism and everything else. So, he was a black host, he's gay. They're just trying to, like, dot the I's, cross the T's, whatever, just try to make them, like, totally politically correct. The big winner, really, though, was Banshees of Inisherin. It won Best Motion Picture Comedy. Colin Farrell won Best Lead Actor Motion Picture Comedy. And Martin McDonagh won Best Screenplay. Period. Like, it was just all movies for screenplay. He won that. So, I mean, that was big. So
that was a big day for them.
It was. And also The Fabelmans won Best Picture Drama, and Steven Spielberg won Best Director. So, I mean, that had a pretty good night, too. And the one that you said you watched, but you fell asleep, and did you ever end up watching the rest of it or not? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once?
No, I still haven't seen the end. I went to the movie theater, and I think I was just like too dragged out. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have gone, but I pushed it because I really wanted to see the movie, and then I couldn't stay awake. And then I took it out of the library, and same thing. I think I watched it on a night, didn't have enough time, and I just started conking out on it. It's good, though.
To me, it sounds boring. I mean, if you
it's not a boring
movie.
movie.
Asleep on it twice, I mean, that's kind of hard for me to.
That movie's filled with excitement.
But
Let's put it that way.
You said
I shouldn't
it's
have fallen asleep.
Subtitled too, though, right?
It is.
Yeah, so I probably never.
Well, part of it is.
I probably never watch it anyway. But that one, she won. Michelle I don't know how
Yao?
Yeah, she won Best Actress in a comedy or musical, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name. Won Best Supporting Actor for it too. So
the guy who plays her husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they had a pretty big night as well. And as far as movie or TV, I didn't care. I wasn't really paying attention. All the TV shows that were nominated, I haven't seen any of them anyway.
Yeah.
So
you're not hooked on any particular television series?
Not current. Old ones like Modern Family. I still watch a lot. I actually just started rewatching The West Wing again, and I forgot how good that show is. Even though it's a drama, it's really funny. They have really good writers.
Yeah, I should get to that. That's a show that I didn't get to in the day, and everybody's talked about it. It's been pretty highly regarded.
Oh yeah, it won a ton of Emmys over the years. It's actually by the writer of The American President and The Social Network, Aaron Sorkin. Aaron Sorkin actually won an Oscar for The Social Network for screenplay. It's very well written. I don't know. Have you seen The American President? Michael Douglas, Annette Bening.
I think I might have. Yeah. So obviously, it didn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, Martin Sheen plays his chief, Michael Douglas's chief of staff in The American President, and he actually plays President Bartlet on The West Wing. So it's really good. You should definitely check it out. I have all 7 seasons of it on DVD. So if you ever want to borrow them.
Well, isn't he he's like a single president? He's not married.
In the movie, The American President, yes.
Right.
Yeah, and he falls in love with Annette Bening, and it's a really good movie. It's one of my favorite movies. You should definitely.
Maybe I got to watch it again.
Maybe you should. Yeah, you should rewatch it. I bet it gets pretty high on IMDb.
Or maybe I just didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe I just
not.
don't have much memory.
It's got a good cast. I mean, it's him and Annette Bening, then Martin Sheen, Michael J. Fox is in it. It's got a really good cast. It's a really good movie. But yeah, the Screen Actors Guild nominations were announced, and
when do they actually present those awards?
I don't remember. It's sometime in February. Again, the 2 big winners were the Banshees of Inisherin. Is it Inisherin or Inisherin?
Inisherin?
I don't even remember. Yeah. And Everywhere All at Once both got nominated for 5.
Wow.
Which is, I think that's the most you can get. They're, I guess, technically not the most you can get, but they each got 4 acting and then ensemble.
That's pretty interesting, as both of those movies are kind of independent movies coming from out of the country. They're not your big budget Hollywood. Hollywood movies.
Not at all. To me, honestly, the 2 big surprises is one that Michelle Williams was not nominated for lead actress in a drama, which I think me and you both thought she was kind of a shoo-in, like one of the front runners.
Yeah, I would think so.
And
probably one of the best performances I've seen of a woman, of an actress this year.
And the other surprise to me was that Paul Dano was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, because we didn't think that was really a role. And he is a great actor, don't get me wrong, but we didn't think that was a role that necessarily...
No, it's not a very exciting role.
No, he was just, like you said, trying to be the calm one, like the steady hand of the family, because Michelle Williams was definitely the opposite. She was very flamboyant and...
Yeah.
But
She's very good. I mean, I think she's good in everything I've seen her in. I don't think there's anything I've seen Michelle Williams in that she has been lousy. And you were bringing up the movie Blue Valentine, where she was opposite.
Was it Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
right. And they were both very good. I've gotten so I really like Ryan Gosling,
Yeah, he's
too.
a really good actor.
And I think I became kind of a fan of hers from that movie. I thought they both were
I haven't
really
seen that.
good.
I really haven't seen a lot with her in it, to be honest with you. I think
Marilyn, did you see My Weekend with
I
Marilyn?
haven't seen that.
Yeah, she was very good in that.
The
too.
movies that I've seen her in, she has very small roles. Like she plays Leonardo DiCaprio's wife in Shutter Island.
Okay.
And then she plays Casey Affleck's ex-wife in Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, they had that one scene that I just thought made that movie when they bump into each other years later, and
Aren't they at like the supermarket or something like that?
it was kind of like out in the street,
Oh, was it?
and it was, I don't know. I just thought I had to watch the movie a couple of times because I just thought that particular scene was just gut wrenching. It just really, I don't know, it got to me.
I mean, it was a really good movie, but I still hated the ending. You know, I just can't get over the ending of that movie. It's just, I don't know, it's just disappointing to me.
Well, I think when you watch a lot of movies, you have an expectation of how things are supposed to kind of turn out in the end. That sometimes we're supposed to have everything's supposed to be tied up into a neat little bundle.
Right.
You know, think about movies, and I'll bet you probably can come up with some off the top of your head. But movies where somebody gets killed in the end, and you're like, "Whoa, that was a lousy ending."
I mean, I wouldn't say it was necessarily a lousy ending, but Saving Private Ryan, when Tom Hanks dies at the end of that, you know, I mean, that was to me was disappointing. I think you kind of knew he was gonna, but still, it's like, you know, he was just a really good, like, he was a hero, you know, and it's like you don't want to see him die, but yeah, I mean, that was definitely.
Sometimes that takes away from a movie if the lead person ends up getting killed in the end of the movie. That tends to be a big downer.
Yeah.
And people don't remember those type of movies real well. But, you know, Saving Private Ryan had a lot going for it.
Oh,
Spectacular
absolutely.
cast. I mean,
yeah.
It just was an amazing movie.
Still got robbed for Best Picture. I don't care. Still definitely got robbed for Best Picture. But two things I want to ask you about the previews we saw last night. What did you think of the trailer for Tar?
You know what? I didn't really know that much about it. I didn't really want to because I thought I might want to go see it. But it really looked intriguing to me.
Me too. You know, because that definitely is something that I don't think I would go see in the theater. But that trailer kind of makes me want to, in a way.
It looked like there was more to it. I thought it was going to be, you know, just more this composer, conductor. But there looks like there's a little bit of intrigue to the whole thing.
Yeah,
so
no,
now I'm interested.
There
I'm
definitely
really
was. And the other thing, too, is the trailer for The Fabelmans. That made it look like it was going to be exciting. I mean, we'd already seen it, but it made it, the trailer, whoever did the trailer did an outstanding job because we were going to go see it anyway. But for people that hadn't seen it, if they saw that trailer, that would probably make people want to go see it.
Yeah.
Because it made it look like really fun and really exciting, and it really wasn't. I mean, it was a good movie. It was a very good movie, but it wasn't like exciting and entertaining. It was just like, you know, it was just like.
Well, it moved around a little bit.
It did, but I mean,
the kid's growth as a filmmaker was pretty exciting.
Right, but I mean, it's what, like over almost 2 hours and 40 minutes long. It was a drama. It wasn't definitely like, it wasn't like Avatar where it's 3 hours, but it's constant action the whole time.
Right.
But the trailer definitely made it look very interesting. And the other thing about the Golden Globes is Cate Blanchett won Best Actress for Tar,
yeah.
for drama, yeah. So she probably, it looks like she's probably the favorite, especially with Michelle Williams now not being nominated for the Screen Actors Guild. It would be down to her and probably Michelle Yeoh or whatever.
Right.
Well,
and she does a really great job too. I would say you should see it, but I know with subtitles you're not going to want to bear that.
I won't even attempt it.
It's part of it because one of the other big players in it is Jamie Lee Curtis. Now she doesn't need subtitles, and I think part of the time this is about like an immigrant family, so some of the times they're speaking English, and some of the times to each other they're talking Chinese. So it's an exciting. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it another go. I'll try to watch it.
Do you still have
again.
it from the library, or
No. What have I got from the library now? Oh, I have 2 Denzel Washington movies now.
Oh, that's right. What was the other one?
Need to catch up. Man on Fire.
Man on Fire. No, that's really good.
That was one that I didn't necessarily fall asleep on it, but I didn't get to see the whole movie. I would think I was watching it on cable, and God, I think it had to be years ago. I feel like it was like I was watching it in the old house with my ex-wife.
I mean, it came out in 2004, I want to say.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's pretty old. But yeah, I saw it like when it first came out on DVD, and I really liked it. You know, I think Christopher Walken's in it too.
it looks like it.
I
Yeah.
think Mark Anthony is the father. Maybe Leone's the wife.
It's been a long time since I.
And I think that Dakota Fanning's a little girl. You know, so I mean that tells you how long ago it was because she's like an adult now. You know, but no, that was definitely a really, really good movie. He gets kind of crazy towards the end of it. You know.
Yeah, we were just happen to mention Denzel Washington last week, and then I was thinking, you know, I really like Denzel Washington. I would watch anything he's in, and some of these movies I missed. You know, sometimes I think if they're not reviewed well, I tend to avoid them.
Most of his movies generally tend to get reviewed pretty well. Though,
Most of them,
because he gets pretty good roles.
Probably 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. I still never got to see the whole. Again, I started Magnificent Seven, the Anton Fuqua.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the original. I don't think. If I did, it was a long
It's got
time
the
ago.
old actors in it, so it's got James Coburn, Charles Bronson, Yul Brynner, I think Van Johnson. I'm trying to think of who the other 7 are. God, I'm going to be disappointed. I forgot these guys.
I feel like I did watch it when I was a kid, but not really like watching it. I feel like my dad was watching it.
Horst Buchholz.
Because don't most of them die? Like
Franco Nero. Yeah, a lot of them died.
that-
So that movie could be a downer, but hey, the good part is some of them live.
yeah, no, exactly.
It's kind of like they had some of these movies in the past that were like this too. What's the one where Charles Bronson's in it too, and not the Devil's Brigade, and then Dirty Dozen. That's the one I'm trying to think of. Lee Marvin.
I think the only Charles Bronson movie I actually remember is Mr. Majestic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was a good movie, though. I mean, I didn't think it was bad or anything. It's just, that's the only one I remember. I just remember them shooting up the watermelons, and I was like, no, don't do that to watermelons. Watermelon's my favorite fruit.
I would have loved to seen him do a comedy. That's kind of my.
You're saying that the other night. Yeah.
A Charles Bronson comedy would be like.
That would be kind of funny, actually. But going back to Denzel, what's his favorite performance? What's your favorite performance of Denzel Washington?
Geez, maybe American Gangster was really good.
That's what I was going to say. He won for Training Day, but I think really American Gangster, because he was pretty badass in that.
I thought he was great in Malcolm X.
I haven't seen Malcolm X.
I was surprised he didn't win for that.
I don't remember Glory.
You don't remember Glory?
I saw it, but I was like 11 years old when I saw it, so
I don't think the library has that. I should be buying some of these and donating them to the library. I should buy Glory because I want to see it again, and then I think everybody should see it because I just remember it being incredible.
That really long though?
It might be a really long.
I feel like it was a really, really long movie, but it was good. I remember it being good. I just don't remember his performance in it because, like I said, I was like 11 when I saw it, and
I'm going to be looking for it. Matter of fact, next time I go down to Keene or something, I think maybe to Bull Moose, and I'll go see if I can find a copy of Glory. I really want to get it. Maybe I should get it on Blu-ray so it can go into the future. People can see it in all its glory.
But I will say, I definitely agree with you. I do think American Gangster is his best performance. I mean, he is great in Training Day. He's great in a lot of things.
He is great in Training Day.
I definitely think American Gangster is my favorite performance anyway. Maybe not his best, but my favorite performance. But we managed to run out of time again, so.
We did it again.
Didn't even have a tablet or anything, but.
Well, I'm not going to be here next week, so we're going to have to skip a week because I'll be in Florida delivering my mother to.
Delivering my mother to Florida. That's a polite way of saying it.
And make sure I get home in time so I get to watch the Jaguars play.
And maybe get a new Trevor Lawrence jersey.
Maybe.
Who knows? But this has been our episode of the Best Pictures this week. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler.
These are the ones you don't want to miss.
Tell them you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Here's Johnny. Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.